Salut pour tous et soyez les bienvenus dans le programme Planète Équitable avec Eder Zanetti. I've been talking for a couple of weeks on the theme of CDR, the carbon dioxide removals, alternatives for using the proceeds from the generation of carbon credits to implement a low carbon industry in the tropics. An industry that will be based on the acquisition of technology which will promote jobs and income at tropical countries. And then those technologies will come in form of machinery to remove CO2 from the atmosphere, machinery to process this CO2 from the atmosphere in different products and goods for society, machinery that will apply those goods and products to different end uses in our society, which will retain the CO2 for over 100 years in the terrestrial or oceanic ecosystems. So there are large opportunities available for land users and ocean users in the tropics to promote those technologies. And we should have in our countries national policies for removals. So that's what we are going to be discussing over the next episodes here at Planète Équitable. The national policy for removals, which is being promoted in the European Union. So landholders in the European Union will be start receiving procedures from the carbon market in order to promote the use of those new technologies at all terrestrial and oceanic areas in Europe and also in the United States. So those national policies towards removals, they are aiming to introduce new techniques, new technologies to society. And the way that the federal government is taking in order to promote this is by purchasing different kinds of CDRs from society. So the national policy for removals of atmospheric CO2 for carbon removals is focusing on the role that the government has on being the first to promote those markets. And those markets, as I mentioned, will involve acquisition of technology, of machinery and equipment, which will promote the intensification of the land use, especially on private property, in order to generate those carbon credits and also generate jobs and incomes at the tropical territory. So let's analyze the European and US policy and see if it has some remarks that we can use in the tropics. Let God's peace and the love that builds be our weapons on the daily struggle for justice. Eder Zanetti for tous les amis africains.